Cool, cool, cool. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I appreciate you guys joining us today. Today's video is going to be really, really special. We got a special guest with us, my brother, King Byron, out of Mobile Home Elite Investors. So happy to have you here, man. We talk about collaborating so much, and we feel like it's key to success. Although competition is very vital in every market, you need that. I feel like it drives more sales actually, but we don't talk about collaborating so much. So I wanted to just take some time out, speak about that. But first of all, appreciate you having us, or you being here, man. How are you feeling today?
Oh, bless King, man. Listen, I'm telling you, man, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited, to see both of us, one platform, man, Trailer Cash Academy, man, so dope, bro. I'm just so proud of you guys. And man, it's always dope to share the stage with you, man.
Man, I know I gotta tip my hat off to you guys as well. You guys are doing some amazing things in the market right now, serving, blessing a lot of people, man. And I'm just happy that you took out time to drop some gems on the audience here today. And I appreciate you guys joining in. Let's see what we got. Brandon says you'll always try and respect each of you guys' platforms, but not mentioning the other. But damn, I'm so hype about this collab right here, man. That's amazing, man. Brandon is one of our best students, man. He's very collaborative, always sharing information. So I appreciate you joining us this morning. You got South Ward in here. Yes, this is amazing. And then Jason, of course, says good morning, everyone. So excited about that. Hey, man, so just hopping right into it, before we get into some of these topics, I want to know, why collaboration versus competition? Like, why did we decide to even name the show this title?
Yeah, man. So, I mean, the biggest thing, especially for us, man, when you look at the climate, what's going on, it's really no room for us to be competitive because at the end of the day, both of our not only our purpose is aligned, but it's serving people. That's the end of the day we want to do, serve people. And so we're serving people in the affordable housing market, right? We're serving people as far as teaching them how to economically change their lives. And so that's for us, it's no competition there. We can't compete in there, right? We can we can joke around and say numbers game of how many people we help. But at the end of the day, that's just us giving, and I want to shout you out, Jay. Like you told me about a book called The Go-Giver, and that book changed my life. And when you talk about the collaboration piece, man, like that's what we're doing. We're giving together, and what not a better way, man, to collaborate on giving, just the game.
Man, it's so funny you say that. First and foremost, for all you guys that are on this morning, don't get it twisted. Me and Byron like best friends. This is my brother. It's really cool that we are quote unquote competitors, but behind the scenes, man, I think we talk to each other probably 2-3 times a day. We're just sharing information, going back and forth, trying to help each other grow. And it's funny that you mentioned The Go-Giver, because when I read it, the first thing I said, like, man, I gotta share this with somebody else. So outside of Samara, outside of my own household, who can really be impacted by this book? And your name came to mind first. And what did I tell you after reading that book, man? For the rest of my life, I just want to connect people to other people and information. So it's really dope that you got something out of that, man.
Yeah, man. No, it changed my whole perspective. I was already a giver, but it really, it really aligned my purpose, especially, with Mobile Home Elite. I mean, it was just like, it was a no-brainer, man. And that's at the end of the day, that's what we do. We love giving, man.
Absolutely. And then we'll get into some of the comments here. Let's see. C's Up says, did you guys find out about mobile homes at the same time? I'll let you take that one away.
So no, so actually JS and Mara, they began before us. And the cool thing about it, we actually saw them. We saw them on a video. We was just like, yo, that couple, they look like us, they're young like us. And when we first discovered mobile home investing, right, it was one of the first videos we saw. We were just like, yo, like, okay. And from there, it was just how things aligned, bro. It was like, we began our journey. And later on, I want to say possibly like a year later, we reached out to them like, hey, just want to let you guys know that we saw you and, we got started. You guys just gave us confirmation. And it's like, yo, we can do this as well. And, it was just so dope to connect.
Man, and it's so crazy because you guys took off with it, took the information, did some amazing things. And then you guys decided, even before we did, like, man, I need to take this information and go share it out to other people. And then by seeing that, that actually inspired us to create our course. So it's funny that we help each other along the way, man. That's what we do. We got another comment here. It's plenty of money in the room. Absolutely, man. We say this all the time. There's plenty of opportunity out here. I don't have the capacity myself to do it all on my own. So why not go empower other people in this space? Let's see. Nipsey says so. Yes, ma'am. Yasmin. CB, good afternoon. Excited to hear what you have to say. Thank you for being so open. Learning a lot from you all. Absolutely. Thank you so much for being on. Let's see here. LaDonna, good morning, LaDonna. So happy to have you here. Are you guys going to potentially start your own mobile home park? It's funny that you asked that question. Byron just sent me a mobile home park opportunity. When was this?
Let's see.
It wasn't too far long ago. Was it about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, man, because we've definitely been talking about it, you know,
Yeah.
and that's one thing we understand, you know, just being in the sector. I mean, when you're talking about progressing, that's definitely in the sights.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. The Go Giver book by Bob Berg, putting that on the summer reading list. Absolutely get that as soon as possible. Mike says, awesome collab. Tiffany, glad y'all are going live again. Thank you for joining us again, Tiffany. So happy to have you. Cordero, what's going on? He says, new to this. How can I do this? I need help to get started. How do you get funds to start? We'll get into all that. We'll have a few Q&As at the end here. I got some gems for you. Arizona, Illinois connection. Absolutely. Cool, man. So my first point I want to get into is collaboration encourages information and resource sharing. So from time to time, even I'll just be vulnerable. When I first started off, I thought it was all about me. I thought, you know, a lot of people don't even know about mobile home investing. So any information that I have, I got to keep it to myself because I don't want anyone to take my next opportunity. We all know that that's just scarcity mindset. You know, it took a lot of trials and tribulations, eventually got to the abundance mindset. But I want to know, what does a statement like that mean to you, and how do you apply it in your business?
Man, so I think that I would say this, man. Like, you know, I when we first started, I kind of had the same kind of mindset. Like, let me try to get as much as I can. But it clicked to me maybe in month 3 that I remember the situation I was in when we first started. And that's when I was broke, credit was bad. You know, I was just taking it. And you know, when I started mobile home investing in general, I'm like, I ain't got nothing else to lose. I done been through the fire, right? I got nothing else to lose. And by that time, by month 3, I realized like it's a lot of people like me. There was a lot of people like me 3 months ago. It was a lot of people that were in my same shoes. And how can I get that information out? And like you said, that collaboration just leading to the information, I learned so much, right? The more dealers I met in the industry, the more people I met in the industry, park managers, park owners, that information just, you know, helped create not only Mobile Home Elite, but it helped even when we first talked, right? I was blown away by your knowledge on how much, you know, you knew about the industry. And I learned a lot from you. And just being able to have that conversation was just refreshing because nobody else understood what I was talking about.
And it's so funny, like when we met, we went straight into personal development. All of our meetings, we would hop on Zoom. There was about 5 of us all together. We would just consistently hop on on Zoom. We would just share information on how to grow our mindset. And then mobile homes was more so, that was personal conversation between us. When we first started off, man, like, again, we were in this alone. We found a small group of mobile home investors. We would all meet up at this small like coffee shop in Phoenix. And it was really cool to do that because first of all, it helped us know like we don't know everything. And then we started actually sharing more and more information. And that's kind of like what helped lead us to some of the strategies that we have now. We had 3 or 4 deals that we were working on. We were only thinking of it by like one exit strategy. And by meeting up and talking, we were like, man, we can pool each other's resources together, our time, our money, our experience to actually turn this thing and make more profit for all of us and get more and more deals done just by deciding to collab and bring other people in, man. Talk about that a little bit, man. When we do talk about mobile home investing, you talk about the park deal, the park opportunity, like, what are our conversations like, man, when we're just talking about collabing? Do we keep any information in, or are we really trying to help each other grow?
Man, it's amazing because, you know, Jay and I, we'll be on the phone for hour, 2 hours. And they had to realize, like, oh, okay, we got to get back to our regular scheduled program.
Yeah, we got these queens tapping us on the shoulder, man.
Right. So, but, it's always about elevating, how can we continue to, be in this mobile home sector, but maximize what we can do. And we talked about mobile home parks. We talked about mobile homes on land. We talk about all of these other, I guess, assets within the business, but we understand the possibility and we understand the resources. Like everybody that's on here now, like we all are a collective resource and we all can help each other. Just really get to heights that, us as a collective, we can really, really put a stamp on the market. And when you talk about market share, Jay and I know the opportunity, right? And especially being two African-American males, the opportunity, just real quick to give them a quick, we went to the Mobile Home Hall of Fame together, right? And we literally, it was a dope experience because it was history, because you have Jay and I, right? You're talking about the two largest African-American educators in the sector. And now here we are, we're looking at the wall, but nobody looked like us. And that's okay. But we knew that, hey, we're going to be on this wall and we're going to have so much impact when it comes to mobile homes.
And the cool thing is we left out of there saying we're going to hold each other accountable to getting on the wall. And it's not about necessarily getting on the wall just for ego. It's like, I want to get on the wall because no one that looks like me is on the wall. I want to show other people that by collaborating, by sharing ideas, by sharing our resources, we could come together and we can all get on the wall. We can create our own wall if we want to. So thank you so much for sharing that. I want to get into our next topic, man. I read a quote that says, competition is about feeding the ego while collaboration is about pulling strengths together. What's your feedback on that quote? What does that mean to you?
I love it. Right. Because again, that competitive spirit, right? Say the thing about the competitive spirit, that's normally within. Right. And so it is about ego, right? When you win and you celebration, you feel amazing, right? It's, I did this, right? That ego is I did this. Right. But when you talk about that collaboration piece to win as a team, that's when you see championship teams win, right? Even the star players hugging the person that didn't even play and get minutes within the series, because they understood that collectively how hard they all work together. And that collaboration piece, man, like I said, when I hear that, the ego, the collaboration, bro, it's that team sport, man.
Yeah, the real win is crossing the finish line with other people, other people adding fuel to your fire. The worst thing you want to do is just, be crossing that finish line consistently all alone. What information are you sharing? Who else are you helping cross that finish line with you? How happy are you? Because at the end of the day, more and more money doesn't bring more and more happiness. More money is just a tool to go out there and help other people. So I truly believe in that quote. When I read it, I just started thinking about so many people that come into the space and it's just, all about them. They're all in this alone. They see the mobile home opportunities out there and they feel like, man, if I can just, take this market to myself, keep it here, and then go to a whole nother market and take on that market by myself as well. It's like, that's never going to happen. You're actually going to be able to expand more by just sharing, by just helping other people out. That's what actually helps all of us grow as a collective unit. When you're just in it alone, you just stay stuck in that scarcity mindset. It's hard to get into that abundance mindset and get bigger and better opportunities thrown to you, man. So I want to get into a couple of these comments here. One of the comments that says, is there a book to help with mobile home investing? I'll let you start that one off, Byron.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely, I think, both our programs, we offer things. Myself, we have a book. I know Trailer Cash Academy. You can't go wrong, and you on the right live right now. So you definitely, the information is at your fingertips.
Yeah, we tell everybody. We've got programs, we got checklists in our program as well. It's not necessarily about who's better, who's not. It's like, who do you resonate to? The bottom line, we want you to just get out there and take action, regardless of the program that you start with. Just get out there and take some action. Cordero says he's in your backyard. He's out in Illinois. Real brother, salute, fellas. Appreciate you. Jason Session, Mobile Home Bosses. Wow. Jason is an amazing man. He's an amazing student of ours, man, doing some crazy things. Believe we're actually, he's been partnering with Jasmine. Jason, I know you've been working with Jasmine on a deal, I believe, in San Antonio. So that's really cool to be able to all come together on that opportunity. Cordero says, yes, knowledge. Let's see here. Is it intimidating to see more new investors? take it away, man.
Not at all. Not at all. And the reason why is because here's the thing. The market's not going to get saturated no time soon, right? Both of our programs we're talking about, we're still babies in the game, right? We had a huge impact coming out, but we're still babies in the game. And so when you talk about over 45,000 mobile home parks, right? And it's actually, I think on the number, the record they saying is 50,000 plus. You talk about mobile homes on land. You talk about, modular. You got so many. So it is never going to be saturated anytime soon. And no, I'm happy to see new investments.
I was just about to say that, man. There's so many opportunities in this space. We're only talking about mobile homes and parks, but when moving out here to California, we're like, man, they've got some hospitals made out of modular homes. There's mobile homes on land. You can, partner with factories and help get mobile homes to park owners that need them. There are so many opportunities that are here. I love seeing so many new investors come in the game because that means that the industry is thriving. That means more and more people want to help people. More and more people want to generate some income for themselves and their family. So I'm all for it, man. It's like they get the same questions in the real estate space too. Like there's another wholesaler around me. Does that bother you? Not at all, because everybody has 24 hours, even if it's your competition. That individual might not be utilizing their 24 hours like you. So I always say, there can be competition in the marketplace all day long, but nobody's going to work as hard as I do. That's the mindset I take. I see, love and appreciate both of the companies and all the information you provide. Thank you, Arnell. Two Kings collaborating. Love it. Let's see. This is so cool. Trying to get as many comments as possible. Do you think you should try and collaborate from the very beginning?
So I think, I always encourage people to get a partner starting out. Get a partner starting out because for myself, and I think Jay can attest to that, we both have partners. Jay had Samira, I had Sharnice. Yep. And so those were our partners going up, and we kept it in the family, right? Our people that did work was her dad, his friend. I had some of my investors, was my first investors for my third, fourth deal was one of my uncles. So we kept it in the family. So collaborate, man. Listen, collaborate. You move faster. It strengthens numbers. You move much faster when you have a partner or partners in this business.
Absolutely. Just starting out, it's about leveraging each other's resources. There's students that come into the game, they see opportunity. You might see 3 different opportunities around you, but you might only have $5,000. Each of those homes might cost $5,000. So, your $5,000 can only go so far. So the key is finding people that you mesh with and figuring out like, hey, how can we partner together to take advantage of all these opportunities, help these people get what they need, and then we all win, we all learn. Sharing money, sharing time, connecting people to other people. It's really just about serving. So just think about that. If you have the 3 deals, you got $5,000. Each of those deals cost $5,000. You only have $5,000, so you can only do 1 deal. But by collabing with someone else, a peer, somebody that has the same blueprint as you, you can come down and say, now I've got 3 opportunities under my belt. So I'd rather get the 3 versus the 1 any day of the week. Get into maybe 3 more comments. Hey guys, if I may ask, did mobile homes make y'all millionaires? For me, myself, mobile homes didn't make me a millionaire. I made me a millionaire by focusing on my mindset. I was a millionaire before any of this already started. I would say mobile homes and mobile home investing has helped me create the opportunity to help other people to become millionaires. But I was already there because the money doesn't define me. My character does. I'll let you answer that too.
Man, he hit it. You just hit it right on there, right? It's all about mindset, right? Money. I mean, his name, mobile homes. Did it make me a lot of money? Yes.
Yeah.
It made a lot of money. Yes. But honestly, the ability to diversify is what really took me to the next level, right? And the mobile homes was my spark, but being able to create other investments and play in other, I look at other games. Mobile homes is a game, right? It's a mobile home game, but at the end of the day, you're still helping people get affordable housing. The score to me is putting people in affordable housing. So yeah, man, it really opened up the door.
Absolutely. Great question. Jason says, collaboration is everything. I'm currently collabing with other local SF investors that have run across mobile home deals, collaborate with realtors as well. They need our help and knowledge. That's so true, man. There's so many realtors out there that come across mobile home deals that have no use for it. they're literally throwing the deals away. And at the end of the day, regardless of which space, which sector you're in within real estate, everybody's got a marketing budget. So those deals that those realtors are throwing away, how about you collab with them? Figure out, hey, can I give you, any type of referral fee for any of the deals that I take over? Ultimately, this can help pay for your marketing campaign to help you get even more deals. So again, everybody's serving each other, right?
Right. Cool.
And then I want to get into this next quote that I found, man. Collaboration encourages people to perform beyond their current expectations. I think this is so true. It brings up, a couple students that we work with currently. I always bring them up because they've been our favorite students. Jasmine and John Means. They took a vacation out in February, I believe it was. And when they came back, they told me they were feeling like a little burnout. You know how it is, the jet lag and everything. And maybe even a little unmotivated. And we decided, a couple months later, like, hey, let's start partnering up. Let's start partnering up just on our marketing. And then any deals that come from it, we'll just, work them out. We'll do these deals together. We'll split it 50-50 with you guys. And man, not only have they been crushing it, since then they've done at least 4 deals. We've got 8 deals in the pipeline right now. Over $50,000 worth of profits we'll see over the next 60 days. And I say that because I think it was the accountability that us coming together, us actually having a goal, holding them accountable to those key 4 items that need to get done in order for the goal to be completed, to allow them to expect more out of themselves, even expect more from us. And I think by having that, it just adds fuel to anyone's fire, be able to help you become more, to make more money, have a better business. What's your take on that?
Man, no, I love that example you gave, and it really, for myself, you were talking about that, made me think of, for the last year, we have been, really hunting for mobile home parks, and the hunt was on, and, for us, we would have been pretty much, I would say steamrolling, but we would have been we'd have been had to be more hands-on. But the one deal was a collaboration from another previous park owner who saw the impact that we were making and said, hey, you know what? At first, he offered us homes in this park, right? He gave us a few homes. We were able to do some things with his homes. But then he was just like, hey, I told him, like, if you ever have a park deal, let me know. And he reached out to us. And what I love about it, he's quarterbacking the deal. And that collaboration, he's using his expertise, right? We're able to come in and help fill vacancies. But that piece of that collaboration, right? It could have been, let's say I didn't do that and I was looking at mobile home parks. I could have been in there kind of blind. This is my first time ever doing things. But here I have somebody to actually, quarterback and just show me the way and show us the way on this. So man, it's just like it's huge. I'm learning so much, and it's an opportunity that it's helping all of us.
I love that the key word that you say there. It's an opportunity. I think if we start to embody that, embrace that, and look at other people as, hey, this is an opportunity not just for me to help them, but for me to help myself and for us to all grow together. It's just embracing that mindset. I know it's really, really tough in the beginning because you probably looked at all these different areas of real estate. There's so many people are in the same mindset as you, same level. You're all trying to go out there and get it. And you feel like it's you and like 30,000 other people just going at it at the same time. But I always say, look at the individuals that are out there that have, stood the test of time. Obviously, they're doing something right. So collab with them, collab with their blueprint, whether it's, information from courses, whether it's individuals that own parks and you want to start learning parks, individuals that have mobile homes on land. Figure out who's been doing this for 5, 10 years, and really just figure out what type of value you can bring to them in return to get you some value and help each other continue to grow. That's what we're talking about right here. So I want to get into a couple more of these comments, man. If you guys are enjoying this conversation we're having, go ahead, hit us a like, man. Go ahead and give us a like right quick. I hope you guys are getting some value out of this conversation we have. And let's see here if I can pull one up. Do you have live meetups in Illinois or just virtual?
So definitely with the, before COVID hit, we were doing live meetups in Illinois. We were actually having them on the south side. Cordero, you familiar with the south side? We were right on off 71st and Cottage. So we was in the hood, my man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you still want to give back. So, but most everything is virtual. But as things start to open up, y'all know we about to go through phase 4. we definitely gonna be looking back at that live. I mean, the live meetups.
Yeah, man. I love that you guys are saying that. When you talk about the COVID and the crisis, you guys had a whole tour lined up, right?
Man, a whole tour, man. We're launching in North Carolina.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna go to all the states, our southern states. And we're gonna hit 3 cities in Florida. I think Orlando, Tampa. We're gonna go to Miami. Man, it was definitely dope. But trust me, I mean, you just had to wait a little bit longer, but it's still coming, man. We're gonna still make that happen.
Got a question here. Has the pandemic slowed down the sales at all? For us, it hasn't slowed down anything. If anything, we're actually pushing back on fix and flips. We're actually looking at just doing more wholesale deals because we got more and more opportunities that we're working on right now. We just finished our marketing campaign. We're probably going to get another 4 or 5 opportunities out of that. So it's picking up right now, man. There's a lot of opportunity out there. What about for you guys?
Man, no, man. Honestly, the buyers lists are growing, pretty big. And I had one home that's pretty slow, and the reason why, because when I got it, the pandemic hit, and the park manager bought in 48 new homes. So 48 new homes. So that's hurting me right now, because I get it. Most people coming in and then they competitive with the prices. So I mean, in the day we're gonna still get it sold, but this is the first time that has ever happened to me. I've had park managers bring in homes, but 48 new homes. So I'm with 48 new houses, right? So today we're gonna still get that baby sold though.
Bottom line, you guys are still working. Even in the pandemic, nothing is slowing down. Let's see here. I'm in Raleigh. Need to know when you get to NC. Absolutely. Check out Mobile Home Elite Investors. You guys are really, really big on Instagram. They're always promoting any type of tours, any type of live events they're doing on there. So ton of information that they present. Let's see. This is great. Just what I've been asking for. Absolutely. Let's see if we can get anything in. Just logged on. So happy to see you two together. I watch and really like both you guys and your wives. Together we are stronger. Hey man, it's just the Queens, it's the Queens thing. I'm just trying to do the best I can. It's their show.
That's all right. You know what I'm saying? For us, man, listen. They the head of the house. We just go ahead and do our thing and make them look good.
Exactly. Let's see here. Both y'all camps need to come to Dallas, Fort Worth. We are eager to pick your brains. It's really funny, man. A couple months ago, we actually talked about throwing a large event specifically for mobile home investors where Trailer Cash Academy, Mobile Home Elite Investors can come together and just, dominate the market, give as much value as possible, man. Are we still talking about that? Is that idea still on the table?
We got to do it, man. Like I said, COVID slowed down a lot of things, but things are going to, open back up. And it's going to happen, y'all. It's going to be one of the largest mobile home investing conferences that y'all ever seen. And it's going to happen. We're going to make history.
Yeah, man. I just love this. This is how we talk on the regular. We're just having a normal conversation. And, I really don't think we would be where we're at if it wasn't for collabing with you guys, really sharing information, sharing resources. It's so easy when you get into the game to just scarcely think small. You actually think bigger by bringing more people to the table with you. When we all eat, when we're all winning, that's the true win, man. Like I want to just see you guys helping more people because that's going to be even more opportunities because I don't know everything. There's a lot of things like mobile home parks. You guys are out there finding opportunities, presenting opportunities to us. We have the opportunity to come together right now and work on a mobile home park. And I wouldn't do that just being out here alone. It just wouldn't happen.
That's so true, man. And vice versa. Just how much we learn. But what I love about it is, people message. I think both of us, and they'll ask like, which program should I get? And honestly, both of our, I'll tell you in a heartbeat. You can't go wrong with either one. Just choose one, get the information, and learn. I don't. You're not hurting us by going over there, vice versa. It's just at the end of the day, we want you to learn the information, and that's what. I love it. Collaboration versus competition. We're not competitive. We're not putting each other's product down. We're not. That's just not. And that's how we thrive because at the end of the day, we just want you to win. That's the plain and simple. We just want you to take the information, apply it, and win.
Yeah, like we talk about this already. Like we've already been blessed. We've been overly blessed. We're walking in abundance each and every day. So for you guys to come and say like, hey, which one is better? I just think again, it just comes down who do you resonate to? You know, go with who you resonate with. And at the end of the day, you have to take massive action. Learn, but don't become a victim of analysis paralysis. Take what you're learning and then apply it in the field. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Both of us have, you know, extensive networks that are there to help, you know, help you along the way so you're not alone. The biggest thing is just pick one program. Some people pick both, you know, and they just run with it. So whatever floats your boat, you know, I think both programs are great. Let's see here. Let that conference come to Houston or Dallas, Fort Worth. It would be huge. That would be amazing. Hey, Jason, man, we're going to keep that in the back of our minds, man. Blessings 2020. Yes, sir, Gregory. We appreciate that. We got another one. Y'all boys come to Texas.
Hey, the man that I see Texas, maybe. Texas.
What's going on, Gordon? Gordon says, two kings, much respect to both of you. 1 second here. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, man, were you scared of potential racism within the mobile home space when we first got started? I would say, just being transparent, yes, I was. Going into some of the 55 plus parks out in Phoenix, I was really scared just because of the looks we were getting. Like, you know, we were, I didn't have the best car at the time. I think I had a 2006 Hyundai Sonata. The headlight was broken. It was duct tape on it and all that. Me and Samara just trying to drive for dollars, and we were getting a lot of looks. So it could have been the car. That's at least I was telling myself. And what I decided to do was combat that with just, you know, having the knowledge. At the end of the day, no matter what my skin color is, these individuals need help. A lot of them don't know how to sell their home on their own, and they either want retail price for their home, they either want wholesale price. So I know if I'm going into their home and helping them, delivering them value, letting them know how I can serve them, have them walking away with a win, the majority of the time, race has nothing to do with it, and we always are able to get the deal done. Yeah. What about you, man?
Man, I got a quick funny story to talk about that, man. So honestly, when I started, I wasn't worried. You know, just kind of, I don't know, maybe just being from Chicagoland, it was just like, yeah, I don't care, because at the end of the day, if you say something to me, you know, I'm not gonna say we're gonna have a problem, but I know how to drive off. And another thing is, like, if I'm in your hood, I'm not. What I'm gonna say to you? You comfortable? You in your house? So yeah, I'm just gonna let bygones be bygones. But I remember going to see a house, and I contacted the guy, and I got to the door, and as soon as he opened the door, he had a Confederate flag hat on. And at first, it kind of took me away, but I was just like, you know what? Money's green. I don't care. Now, hey, I'm Byron. How you doing? I go in the house. Family didn't say a word to me. He had about 5 people in there. They just looked at me, just staring at me. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm looking to the house and looking at the home and everything. And yeah, they had Confederate flags all over the house. And at first, you know, again, it was kind of like, whoa, but I was just like, you know, I'm here for the money. I don't care. Whatever your beliefs is, bro, that's your beliefs. As long as you don't disrespect me. And if you disrespect me, I'm just going to turn around and leave. Let's just say this. By the end of that quick 5-minute tour of his house, Byron, man, so let me know, man. Let me know. Give me a call, man. You know, I mean, let me know, you know, you need the park manager, if you want this house. And I think what had happened was he saw a black man that went into his house, right, that was probably nothing like that. He probably had a stereotype about. And I came with respect. He came with respect. And at the end of the day, you know, I left there. I didn't end up getting that house, but I still left there with, like, okay, that's his beliefs. I'm not mad at him, right? He didn't say anything ignorant to me, vice versa. And I think maybe I may have even changed his perspective on what a black man was to him, right? And I think that experience, I just want to tell you guys that, man, listen, if you feel uncomfortable, leave. Just all you got to do. Feel uncomfortable, leave.
It's all about the value, man. It's funny. I remember telling you about the similar story, walking in, the 8 Confederate flag, the large Confederate flag on the outside of the house. I had to call Samira, like, hey, I just want you on the phone just in case, but I still got to get in. We still got to get this deal done. Mm-hmm. And like you said, when you're talking to them, letting them know how you are here to help, the knowledge that you have, they're actually kind of like less aggressive, and then more like, yo, tell me more. How can you help me more? How fast can we get this done? Yeah. Skin color has nothing to do with it. It's all about how you carry yourself as an investor, how you're presenting your information, and you actually doing what you say you're going to do. Follow through with your word. And that's how you create the change, by being the change. So we hope that helps. I'll get into a couple more questions. Would you encourage starting out in the 55 plus community? I say, you know, for us, it doesn't matter necessarily which community you start in. It's all about the opportunity at the end of the day. So regardless if it's 55 plus, regardless if it's family, that individual needs to sell their home. What you need to be asking is, like, where's their motivation at? Like, do they have 30 days or less with the home? What are the big 5 repair items? What do those look like in the home? And then, what is the exit strategies that's going to help them, walk away with that win, regardless if it's 55 plus or family communities. I'm still looking at the home the same. I'm still looking at the seller the same. I still got to make sure that he or she is taken care of. My strategies, I'm going to articulate that to them, and then we're going to walk through it together. We're going to determine which strategy works best for them. We're also going to give them that time that they need to get from point A to point B. So 55 plus and family, there are different rules in those communities depending on the strategy that you go with. But, I would be marketing towards both when I'm just starting out.
No, for sure. And I mean, look, Jay hit everything on the head. And the key thing he just left off is just that marketing. You have to know that, understand that your marketing is going to be a little bit different, right? All ages, most of your people are going to be on social media. So, as long as your marketing strategy is right, when it comes to, finding your potential buyers or you already have that in your pipeline, yeah, you can definitely make that happen. But, I would encourage you just to get started.
Absolutely. He says, awesome response. Thank you. As you guys can see, we're shifting towards getting as many questions answered as possible before we have to run here. So we'll get a few more in. Hey, Byron, man, you enjoying this? You enjoying this conversation?
This, you know what I love about this is like our regular conversation, but just we got guests today. We got company over the day.
We got family in the house today. Let's see. Do you recommend to get a dealer's license right away? Man, this is one of the most frequently asked questions that we get. I'm sure you guys get this as well. Our response is really just focus on being able to find deals. The worst thing you want to do is go and set up an LLC and go and get your dealer's license. One, to just find out, like, mobile home investing is something you might not want to do. It might not align with your lifestyle. And then you're coming out of pocket doing all this work. You're studying, putting all this work in. You still don't have a deal. So even when you have that LLC, when you have that dealer's license, you've got a plaque in your wall, but you don't have any inventory whatsoever. And you're coming out of pocket to pay for that yourself. So what we always say is focus on just doing deals. There's usually not a mobile home police out there, peeping over your shoulder. Go out there, make sure you know how to find opportunities, make sure you can do a handful of deals, 2 or 3 deals. And then when you're ready to scale, when you're ready to do 3 to 5 deals a month, when you're ready to be put on the radar in your state, then go ahead and cross your T's and dot your I's. But the last thing you want to do is just procrastinate. I got to do this first. I got to do that first. Even before buying a course, I got to do this. Maybe I'll be ready in August or September. It's really just about going out there, making sure that this niche works for you, making sure you know how to find inventory. And when you're ready to scale, then go get the license.
Man, everything. Jay hit it right on the head. Hit it right on the head, right? Just my simple statement, get started.
Yeah. And then here's a great question, Jesse. Have you guys dealt with language barriers? Absolutely. We've dealt with individuals that only speak Spanish. The great thing that you can do that we've done, Google's got a really good app and it's free. I know you guys use it.
Oh, man, Google Translate, baby.
Google Translate, man. You guys can literally have a conversation via text and Google will translate all those messages for you. We've gone as far as hiring a virtual assistant. You can get them as low as $4 per hour, to be honest. Just going through Fiverr, finding some type of virtual assistant that can help translate those conversations. We're actually working with an individual right now that is actually deaf. Thankfully, Jasmine took sign language in high school, so she was able to get that done. But they've even got he's got some type of a service where you're able to speak through phone. It comes through. I don't know what the whole process is. The individual gets to him. Jasmine still got the deal done. So even if an individual is deaf, we can still get the deal done. But use tools, free tools like Google Translate is going to help you a ton. Byron, you got anything on that?
Yeah, and it really depending on where you at. A lot of times, like I said, use the Google Translate, but especially when it comes to face-to-face, they normally may have, a family member, whether it's a daughter or somebody, brother or something that speaks English, and just always ask them. So that way you just ask them if you're going to meet them in person, say, hey, can you possibly bring this person that can help you? Because don't get me wrong, you can do the Google Translate in person, but that way you just have a translator there can help you as well.
Exactly. Tatum says, right, have a deal with a Trump supporter right now, very respectful towards me, haven't had any issues. That's proof right there. You know, we're not just saying this. You know, if you go in and Tatum's solid. He's very young, he's active, he knows his stuff, he's going in, presenting himself very well. You guys probably seen him on our channel before. Tatum is one of the best students that we have, and he's going in there, more than likely, he's going in saying the right things, putting all the focus on them. If you are going into these appointments and you're letting that racism come in, you're actually putting focus on you. You know, you're putting the focus on your skin color, and you're actually convincing yourself that you have nothing to present, and my skin color is going to stop me. You just never take action. Yeah. Really just about you being comfortable with the knowledge that you're presenting, going in there, and like Byron said earlier, if they're disrespectful, simply walk out. There's way more other opportunities that are going to be coming your way.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Jay just said, like if they bring that energy towards you, then they just made it about him, right? It's not about the deal. It's not about it's the internal. You know, they can't look in the mirror for themselves, and it's something about you that's triggering them. And so that right there is a whole nother case of, if this conversation has turned into that, yeah, let's just leave. This is not even about the mobile home deal anymore. And maybe sometimes those deals may be a little bit harder for them to sell because of what they're presenting. And so at the end of the day, you know, man, political views, you know, racist views, whatever that is, you know, we know the purpose. As a mobile home investor, the purpose is how can I help you get this home sold, right? How can I help you out this situation? Even you may not agree with it, but you're still helping them because it helps all of us, right? It helps the person on the back end whose house is going to be, it helps us financially, it helps us to, you know, to continue to support the affordable housing crisis right now.
And that's why collaborating is very powerful. I'll walk out that door and I'll say, I'm still going to get the deal. I'm just going to collab with someone that they want to talk to. But at the end of the day, I can't get it. So the collaboration is key, man. When you first started, how did you keep the motivation and consistency for you when you felt like you've been trying and the deal hasn't materialized? I'll let you answer that one right quick.
Man, so here's the thing, you know, how bad do you want it? That's the biggest question. Because here's the thing, every time there's an opportunity, resistance is going to meet you, and resistance will punch you in the face, right? And so a lot of times when you lose motivation or you feel that's not necessarily that deal, it's you have to look at back. What are you quitting? What else are you quitting? What else are you giving up on? What else in your life are you doing that? Because a lot of times that continues to show up in your life. So really, you just want to know, how bad do you want it? And trust me, when you complete it, not only the satisfaction, but the purpose. What is your purpose of doing it as well? So for myself, my motivation was, I'm going to finish this, right? I'm not giving up for what? Like what is my reason to give up? Because it's hard? No, like, no, I can't do it.
Absolutely, man. I will piggyback on that. You know, when we started in mobile home investing, at that point, you know, we were already $90,000 in the hole. So even if I just wanted to go back to my 9 to 5, I was looking at years and years and decades to literally just pay off everything. So I just couldn't allow myself to go back to that. So it goes back to what you said. How bad do you really want it? But you really have to focus on that why. Your why has to be something that's going to push you and pull you through those trials and tribulations you're going to go through. If your why isn't really strong, it's going to be so easy to quit. It's going to be just easy because that's the easiest thing to do. And your brain is naturally trying to tell you, hey, I'm not feeling good. You know, I need to get out of this situation. And then on top of that, it's really just focusing on your KPIs, your key performance indicators, because even at this level, you know, I'm emotionally driven. Samara's more logical. So, you know, I'll be saying some stuff one day like, we should be doing this. And it's really just driven based off of emotion. But when we come back and actually look at the data's able to help navigate us. You know, we can just make small tweaks here and there with things that aren't working. So I really encourage you to start tracking your key performance indicators, tracking where your time is going, and what are your inputs. If you're not inputting the right things, the right value, the right habits, you can't expect those outputs that you want to just appear out of nowhere. So I hope that helps you a ton. We'll get into a couple more. No, Byron's got a dead on us. Brandon says, with both of you being very active investors, active hands-on mentors to new investors, how do you manage your time? It's a really great question, man. I'll let you answer that one first, man.
Man, I'm gonna say this. I don't know if you guys can see, But this calendar, man, this calendar, bro, the calendar, reminders, planners, it's really like Jay and I, we really like, I know for ourselves, even when we talk, right? I would say it's rare that we may just have a random phone call, right? It may be rare that we pick up the phone, like, hey, let me call. Normally we plan our calls. And that's the biggest thing. Like when you're going to realize with time management, right? Let's say you break down your day in 30-minute blocks. You break down your day in 30-minute blocks. I want you to really look on how much time you have, right? Normally you awake about 16 hours a day and look at your downtime. Like, what are you doing in your downtime? So I think when you are a business owner, it's a lot of downtime that comes in between. And as long as you're filling that up with productivity, right, that's how you manage to really get a lot of things done.
Absolutely. I like that you're saying blocking off time, because we understand business is only 25% of who we are. I still have time I need to dedicate to my body. Hey, I got to make sure I get my workout in. I got to get the right nutrition, my being. I got to dedicate time to myself and my higher power. I got to talk to my God, no matter if you believe in God or not, just taking that time for yourself. And then I've got to make sure that I'm nurturing my relationships, not just with Samara, but the other relationships that matter to me. And it's really about getting disciplined enough to block those things in, and you making the decision, like, how is the business going to work around the lifestyle that you already have versus the other way around? And when you're able to really zone in and lock into that discipline, you're actually able to be more free. Discipline actually leads to more freedom. And then you're able to even block out time that say, hey, I'm not working business no more than 3 hours per day. I'm not working business no more than 2 hours per day because I have these other priorities. So just really knowing what's important to you, blocking out your day, but having the discipline to follow through is what's been helping us. We'll get into a couple more. Let's see. Thank you, Census. Okay, you're welcome. How many parks are in Illinois?
1,091.
Okay. Hey, you sharp, buddy. You sharp, man. Do you guys have a background in housing inspections? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am not the home inspector. That's not my expertise. Let's see here. Let's see. Go with one more question. Let's see if we can get this one on. What's the proper way to go about selling a free mobile home that needs to be moved out of a park? So, do you want me to take this one away to start it?
Nah, man, it's up to you, bro.
Okay. I would say first and foremost, make sure you understand the year of the home. If it's, post HUD or pre HUD. If it's pre HUD, it's usually built before 1976. It's going to be really hard to even get a permit on that home. So really making sure that you understand that, and then making sure that the park doesn't have any type of first right of refusal. So you need to make sure the park has an opportunity to purchase that home first before it's moved out. And then you got to have a mover, not just any mover. The movers got to make sure he or she has their permits. They are licensed, bonded, and insured, the whole nine, because the park is going to want all those things. And of course, making sure that you have a buyer. Now, I don't know about you guys, Byron, but we don't coordinate the move. We usually connect our buyer with a mover if they don't have one. But when we sell the home is sold. We don't manage the move because that's extra work on our part. And you guys are in our program, I'm all about protecting our time. But do you have any other feedback you can provide on that?
Yeah, man. So, definitely similar, for us is, we don't coordinate the moves. And actually, we normally, if you're a brand new investor, we tell you for your first deal, we normally tell you to try to avoid those, but you can definitely do it if you like, right? There's nothing wrong with it. But, when it comes to, again, I think that as long as you have your buyers understand what they're getting into. Like I said, Jay explained everything about the pre-HUD, post-HUD. But as long as your buyers understand what you're getting into, and 9 times if it's a free home that the park is giving away, sometimes you can find out the details. Why is it free? Are they getting, brand new homes in, right? Or, or what's the backstory on that home?
Yeah, I like that. We've actually worked with a park before where we had one home that needed to be moved, but we actually ended up getting 2 deals out of the opportunity, because when we talked to the park, they were actually bringing in new management, new owners, and even bringing brand new homes in. And some of these homes were built 86, 96. They just wanted brand new homes. They had a whole new strategy for the park. So going the extra mile helps a ton. I'll get one more in here. My man Jermaine, what's going on? You guys are so motivating. This business isn't easy, but nothing worth having comes easy. Man, that's a note for all of us, right? You know, and they say, you know, new levels bring new devils. So it's not that the higher you go, the easier it's gonna go. It's just, man, you have different problems, but you have to be able to shift and become more just by putting in the work, taking that action each and every day, no matter if it's hard or not. Your why is pushing you, is pulling you to get the job done. So I'm so happy, man, that you were able to take time, we're able to share this. This is the whole collaboration piece. At the end of the day, we're going to collab. We're going to answer as many questions as possible and give you guys some different perspectives. So I'm hoping you guys got a ton of value out of this one. As always, don't forget to hit that like button. Byron, I want to know, you know, how can they get connected to you and Queen Sharnice?
Yeah, so man, listen, if you have Instagram, follow us at mobilehomeeliteinvestors.com. The YouTube channel, MH Elite Investors. And I mean, even Facebook at Mobile Home Elite Investors. But man, make sure you guys, like I said, we do a lot of stuff on IG. That's what we're pretty heavy on. And man, like I said, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button to Trailer Cash Academy. This is my brother. You get all the information, right? You follow us. You make sure you follow them. You got to stay in tune and get engulfed in it.
This is amazing, man. I'm really happy to be a part of this, man. We don't come together enough using our platforms to really show people it's all about this unity. It's all about helping build each other up, and just by sharing different perspectives. I don't have all the answers. I don't want all the answers. I want to be a learn-it-all throughout the rest of my life. So thank you so much. You took out almost an hour of your time. Thank you, man. Thank you. More to come, right?
Oh, man, you already know, man. Appreciate you, King, for having me, man. It's just a blessing, man. And continue, man, just, educating and helping our people economically, man. This is what it's all about. And at the end of the day, I want you guys to always remember what Trailer Cash Academy is truly about. We're solving the affordable housing crisis. Hands down, this is what we're in it for, to solve the affordable housing crisis.
Absolutely, man, because we can't do it all. And, we want to be the change. We see the problem, and I want to do my small part, making sure that I'm going out there helping and then bringing people along with me to do the same thing. They want to solve this problem as well, and we all transform our financial futures together. So again, guys, thank you for joining us. If you're interested in joining Trailer Cash Academy, there will be a link to apply beneath this video. It usually takes 24 hours for YouTube to post it, but any videos that we have on our channel, go ahead and look at those and find the link underneath those. You guys can get started right away. So, man, you have a blessed, prosperous day. Again, thank you for joining us, and we'll connect soon.
All right, King. Peace.
All right. Yes, sir.